You're listening to Success by 25. Here, it's all about self awareness, self discipline, and personal growth. Today's topic is the power of attitude, your mask or your weapon. What if the only thing standing between you and the life you want is your own attitude? Not talent, not luck, not even opportunity, just attitude, the silent, relentless force that shapes every outcome. Most people never notice this truth. They move through life believing that circumstances control them, that their background or environment limits what they can become. But that's a lie. The brutal, liberating reality is that your attitude is either your prison or your weapon. You might think attitude is just a minor trait, something polite to mention on a resume, or a thin layer of positivity for tough days. That thinking will cost you. The difference between people who break through and those who stay stuck isn't some mysterious gene or secret advantage. It's the way they approach every moment, every setback, every decision. It's attitude cold, conscious, deliberate. Why does this matter? Because the world will test you relentlessly. It will push back, push you down, and push you to your limit. If you don't control your attitude, the world will do it for you. Worse, it'll give you a mask to wear, a smile to hide your fear, a nod to fake agreement, a routine to fit in. You'll wake up one day and realize you're living a life that isn't yours. So here's the challenge. Will your attitude be just a mask you wear to survive? Or will it become the sharpest weapon in your arsenal of force you wield to carve out your own path, no matter how brutal the world becomes? This isn't about slogans or hollow positivity. It's about reclaiming control, about using attitude as a conscious, deliberate tool to rewrite your own story. And that's what you'll need if you want to be more than just another face in the crowd. If you want to succeed truly, ruthlessly by 25 or at any age. Let's break this down. Let's strip away the illusions and see attitude for what it really is. Your mask or your weapon. Your choice. 1. The truth about attitude. Attitude is not a surface level trait. It's not about smiling on bad days or reciting motivational quotes. Attitude is your stance toward reality. It's the posture you choose every day, in every situation, whether you're conscious of it or not. Most people inherit their attitude from those around them. Parents, friends, teachers, media, they all hand you a set of emotional habits, ways of seeing the world, automatic reactions to stress or failure. By the time you're 20, your default attitude is a tangled mess of borrowed expectations and untested beliefs. This is the mask. You wear what you've been given, rarely questioning if it serves you. But attitude is more than inheritance. It's also creation. You can choose it repeatedly, ruthlessly. You can break the cycle and start over. The moment you realize this, you get power back. You see that while you can't control what happens, you can always control your stance, your angle, your internal posture. That's the weapon. Why does this distinction matter? Because life does not care about your comfort. It rewards those who are prepared, those who refuse to stay stuck in someone else's attitude. When you realize that your mindset is your responsibility, you stop waiting for circumstances to change. You start changing yourself. But recognizing the truth about attitude isn't enough. The world pressures you to fit in, to wear the mask. How do you break out? How do you turn attitude into a weapon instead of a shield? 2. The mask why most people settle. Why do most people treat attitude as a mask? It's simple. Safety. The mask is designed to protect you from discomfort, from rejection, from the pain of not belonging. It's easier to agree than to stand out. Easier to hide your ambition than to risk being misunderstood. Think back. How many times have you laughed at a joke you didn't find funny? Nodded in agreement when you wanted to scream no? Accepted blame or silence when your values were on the line? This is the mask at work quiet. invisible, corrosive. Society rewards conformity. The mask helps you pass as normal, but the cost is steep. The longer you wear the mask, the more you lose touch with who you are. You become an actor in your own life, reciting lines, playing it safe, dying a little inside each year. Some people never take the mask off. They die respected, liked, but never truly known. They wonder why life feels hollow, why joy is fleeting, why nothing satisfies. The answer: they never risked being real. But there's another way. If the mask keeps you safe, but kills your spirit, what happens when you throw it away? What does it mean to use attitude as a weapon to fight for your own life, not just survive? 3. Turning attitude into your weapon. This is where everything changes. The moment you stop hiding behind attitude and start wielding it, your life takes on a new edge. You stop asking, "What will they think?" and start asking, "What do I need to become?" The world is brutal. That's not a reason to hide, it's a reason to arm yourself. Attitude as a weapon means conscious rebellion against mediocrity. You choose your beliefs. You decide how you'll face setbacks, betrayal, humiliation, and boredom. You refuse to let society, trauma, or even your own doubts dictate your energy. This is not about being arrogant or stubborn for its own sake. It's about clarity and control. You're no longer at the mercy of your emotions or the crowd. You respond to pain with discipline, to failure with analysis, to envy with self-mastery. Real example. You fail an exam. The mask says, "I'm just not smart enough. At least, nobody expects much from me." The weapon says, "What did I miss? What do I need to learn? How do I attack this weakness until it's gone?" When you use attitude as a weapon, rejection becomes feedback, not a death sentence. Setbacks become fuel, not scars. You cut through excuses. You demand results from yourself first and always. But wielding attitude as a weapon isn't about aggression. It's about ownership. How do you own your attitude consistently in every situation, especially when the pressure is highest? 4. Owning your attitude, the practice. Most people believe attitude is a feeling. It's not. Attitude is a practice, a discipline, a habit of mind. Like any weapon, it needs to be sharpened, maintained, tested under fire. Start with self-awareness. At every crossroads, ask, am I reacting or am I responding? Reaction is automatic, shaped by fear. Response is conscious, shaped by choice. The more you pause and notice, the less you slip into the mask. Second, take responsibility. Don't blame your mood on your boss, your friends, the weather, or your past. Your attitude is yours always. If you want a better life, you start by choosing a better attitude. Third, expose yourself to pressure. Growth never happens in comfort. Volunteer for difficult tasks. Speak up when you're scared. Chase feedback even if it stings. Every test is a chance to harden your mindset. Fourth, surround yourself with people who challenge you. If your circle only wants you to stay the same, find new people. Seek those who value truth over comfort, results over stories. Finally, reflect every day. Ask yourself what you did well, what you could improve, and how you handled pressure. Improvement is a ritual, not an accident. Owning your attitude is not a one-time event, it's a way of living. And it's the only way to guarantee that no matter what the world throws at you, you stay in control. 5. When the world pushes back. Make no mistake, the world does not reward everyone equally. There will be days when your attitude falters, when you're tired, angry, hopeless, or lost. This is when most people reach for the mask. Don't. These are the moments that count. Anyone can keep a strong attitude when things are easy. The real test comes when you're broken, alone, or misunderstood. Remember, your attitude is not dependent on your environment, The stronger the storm, the sharper your weapon must become. In those moments, remind yourself why you started. Remember the times you let fear win and how empty it felt. Remember the victories you earned not by luck, but by refusing to surrender your mindset. If you fail, own it. If you fall, stand up. If you lose, learn faster. This is the philosophy of relentless growth. You do not wait for the world to be kind. You arm yourself every day with an attitude that refuses to die. So what does all this add up to? What's the real lesson about attitude, the thing you have to remember, no matter what comes next? Here's the bottom line. Your attitude is the single greatest force you control. Not your intelligence, not your connections, not even your skills. It's your stance, your internal position toward the chaos of life. You can wear the mask, hide, survive, and slowly fade. Or you can sharpen your attitude into a weapon cutting through fear, doubt, and resistance, forging your own path through the world. No one will do it for you. No one can hand you the right attitude. It must be chosen every day with every action. That's the cold truth most people never accept. That's why most people never break out. But you're not most people. If you're reading this, you're already asking for more. You want the truth, you want the edge, you want to take control. So choose your weapon. Sharpen your mindset. Reject the mask. Live with intention, not apology. Let the world see who you are, and let your attitude be the answer to every challenge. This is not easy, but it is simple. And it's worth everything. Thank you for spending your time on this message. If it resonated with you, share it, and let me know what you want to discover next. This is Success by 25.